Okay, going to do a quick CAMELBAK Mule review. This model here, it's 100 ounce, it's got a 100 ounce bladder in it for water. It's 600 cubic inches inside of here, so you can get a whole bunch of gear inside. Total weight around 1 pound, 13 ounces, give or take. And then retails anywhere from about $60 to $115, depending on where you go. You can get online and you can do a search and find different prices. I know LL Bean, I believe they were running $90 for this one. This particular model is this nice orange color. Whenever I'm doing any kind of civilian backpacking, I like to have vibrant color. That way, if I lay the thing down, I can find it when I'm looking for it, or B, if I need to use it to be found. Say for instance, I need to flag somebody down. I've got some pretty bright orange here to signal somebody, let them know. All right, let's go over the straps here. Up here, got this nice plastic buckle in here that's sewn in. Okay, it's also reinforced here. This strap comes through and there's a smaller hole in here, so it reinforces the strap. It's also got this nice row of stitching here. This is kind of a rubbery material. As you can see here, it just gets sewn on underneath there. Alright, it feels pretty sturdy up here. Pretty consistent with CAMELBAK. They do a really good job with stitching. Over the years of using their equipment, I've never really had a stitch break or anything more along the lines of, I'll have stuff like this break, the little ties for the zippers or something like that will break, or the little accessories to the actual hydration system would snap or something like that. But I've never had any of their stitching tear or any of the zippers break. Okay, this is a neat little feature from this pack. Where the sternum strap comes across, it's got this little plastic hook, and it's got this line right here. In the past models, it just kind of had a loop that went over here, and you could just move it up and down. Well, this thing has kind of this integrated plastic tube, and you just kind of take this, and it'll slide up and down depending on how low or how high you want to wear the pack, depending on how much weight you're carrying, so on and so forth. And then once again, they've also got the elastic here in the sternum strap for the clip that goes across. One thing that I did want to say about their clips, CAMELBAK makes really good clips. I'm a real big ITW Nexus guy. I really like to use their stuff, but if I can't, because I've got tons of CAMELBAK parts laying around, I'll just strip some of these clips and reuse them for that. But they've always done a good job with their clips. They're not cheap. I mean, I've had them break, but it was under extreme duress. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the back panel here. Okay, we've got this, what they call the air director. You see it says it right there. And these are basically raised. It's just some padding right here that they've put with this mesh so that when your back is up against it, there's got some room for the air to flow through here. Basically just wear it on your pack, wear it like a normal pack. It's also got the waist straps that come around, and you can use the clips that come with it. They've got this neat little Velcro that just comes out, and so all you would do is take it, Velcro it into there, that D-ring, and now it's connected, and you can use, put it on backwards, and then you can use the clip on both sides. So I mean, it's not real heavy duty for your waist, but at the same time, I mean, you really, how much gear can you get, into a 600 cubic inches? I mean, you can get some substantial gear in here, but it's not going to weigh, into 60, 70, 80 pounds. All right, so now we'll talk about the front. The very front here, you've got some little space for some lashing. If you want to loop something on here, maybe a either some outerwear, rainwear, or maybe even a little sleeping roll or a pillow or something out here, you want to put it on the very front. And you've also got this front pouch here with some elastic. You just throw anything you'd want down into there. The really cool thing about this pack that they made they kind of upgraded it, was that the buckles here will now come out. So you can take that off and get in here. And then once you've put whatever you want back in there, you just pull this guy back up through and it'll snap into place. So then you can cinch it back down if you want to. So I thought that was really cool. They only did it on a couple of the buckles, but I thought it was, they put it in a good spot for them to do that. They don't do it down here on these buckles, which is basically just to adjust for the expansion of the pack when you put a bunch of stuff in this middle pocket. But they did up here. They can this up here, you can pop this one out just like you did the first one that I just showed you. Alright, so moving on into this first pocket here. Inside here we've got some bungee pockets that are mesh. There's 2 of those in here. There's also like a nice little key lanyard, or if you whatever you want to just hook something onto that. That's nice. The one gripe that I did have with this pocket is that you can't open it all the way. It won't. That's just maxed out with the zippers. It'll go. So you can't get all the way down in there. I mean, it's a pretty deep pack, or this front pouch is pretty deep. But I wish that this would zipper a little bit farther down so I could just completely open this up. So you've got this, you've got the 2 in here, and then you've also got this inner pouch in here, and it doesn't have any pockets that are smaller. It's just this one open pouch. So that's this first pocket in here. It's really nice. And then you move on to this middle portion. Just kind of cinch these open and get in here. And once again, it's going to have the mesh on the side with the elastic here. You can put whatever you'd like in here, and this thing will open. I mean, that opens up pretty big. I mean, it might not be very easy to see from here, but I mean, honestly, this is a big. It's deep. You can really get in here, put some rain gear or something, or I mean, whatever you want to put in there that's going to fit. But you've got all this excess room with your straps, and once again, these are the straps that will unclip from there. So if you really want to get in there, you can pull those off. You can get a whole lot of stuff into this main pouch here. And then once we move from there, we go to the main body here. Now this one will unzip basically almost all the way to the bottom. It goes all the way down, and they reinforce the stitch right here, which is where that strap is. You'll see the stitching right there. This one will go all the way down, and then this is the main body pouch. It's the whole length of the pack. It's deep. You can get whatever you'd like to fit in there. And then you see this guy right here. They have designated this the iPod pouch. On the inside, it's got some nice felt to it. It's not going to scratch any of your stuff up. And then I believe they put the seam over it to make it waterproof, so there's no water's going to leak into there. I looked for an interior, like a little hole or something for the earphones to go through, but I'm pretty sure that that's what this is for over here on this far left side. The zipper tucks into it, but I looked all over the pouch and I couldn't find any type of a hole that would allow the earbud to go through it. So maybe it exists and I just don't know about it. Maybe you've got this pack and you said, "Oh, it's right there, genius," but I didn't see it. So this is the main body. Once again, you've got these nice little zipper lanyards here, nice to hold on to. Obviously, if they're going to break, you just rip out some paracord and fix them. And then we move on to the side here, which is where the actual water pouch is. The bladder goes in here. Excuse me. If you've ever owned a CAMELBAK that holds one of these 100 ounces, they basically all have the same system that I've seen. It's just got this nice little loop here at the top, and it just clamps on. So all you have to kind of do is move this to the side, and that usually will come right off, and then that bladder will come right out. I mean, they're all pretty much the same. All the parts are universal. One thing that I did not like about this pack, I've been using the military versions of these packs for years, and it's, once again, this is just something that's super minor, but and it's an easy fix too. It just, these little 90-degree right angle bite tubes, they just irritate me, and it's probably only because I'm so used to the other ones, and now these are, it's only a little gripe. And I mean, this thing will come right off, and I can put another one on there, but I don't like these. I like the straight ones because I got used to them. But all in all, it's a great pack. Depending on what kind of camping, hiking, biking, whatever you're doing, you could probably get just about anything you would want in here. And it rides well on my shoulders. The shoulder straps are wide up here at the top, and then they get real wide up here, and then as they go down, it kind of tapers off and gets more slimline down here at the bottom. It's also, with every CamelBak that you have, most of them have this little stay here, so that when you fold it up, you can then in turn Velcro it, and it'll stay together. I like to use those. I didn't have it on there for now while I was going to review the pack, but I mean, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I definitely give this pack a 10. Moderately expensive pack, but all in all, pretty good bang for your buck. So if you're looking to use this as a little 3-day pack, depending on how minimalist you are, you could probably get away with it. I can certainly get away with it. I'm not using a whole lot of gear, but anyway, so therein lies the CamelBak Mule review. Hope you all enjoyed it.